Hi, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to take a look at my Sailor pens. Um, I only have six, and this is probably all that I ever will have, unless, I don't know, I mean, I may pick up another one here or there, but with the giant price increase that Sailor is about to have, I'm spent. I'm spent on what I can spend on Sailor. Each of these I got for various reasons. I either just liked the style or design, or well, that's pretty much it. I like the style or design. You can see I have an aesthetic. I know I talk about this all the time, but I do. Pretty much everything in my life is dark blue, navy blue, some shade of blue, black, gray, some violets, but mainly blue. And I feel like that's evident in this spread of pens. The very first Sailor that I bought was this one, and this is the Sailor X Plus, the collaboration that they do with X Plus. I don't know if they do it annually or how often it is, but anyhow, that's what this one is. And it's the jellyfish design. Let me move these out of the way. So there are little jellyfish designs all over it, including on the finial here is a different design from what is the normal for Sailor. And the bottom is just empty, but anyhow, this pen I think is just beautiful, and the designs on it are really nice, really detailed. And one of my favorite parts is that the nib has, hopefully you can see it, a jellyfish design etched into it through here. Hopefully you can see that. I can't tell if you can or not. But anyhow, this pen, because it was part of that Sailor X Plus collaboration, it comes with an ink and a little notebook. The ink that this one came with is called Deep Blue, I think. And it's just a very nice dark navy deep blue. I'm not sure exactly what regular Sailor color it corresponds to, but I don't think it's its own color on its own, other than they just changed the name of it for this release. But anyhow, it's a nice basic dark blue that I don't have handy, or else I would show you. But anyhow, so that's the jellyfish pen, and you can see like the jellyfish design on here. It's just really pretty. This one, I believe, has a 14 karat gold nib, which is generally the case with the Pro Gear Slim models, and that's what this is. Pro Gear Slims are a smaller pen. They're not tiny. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a pocket pen. They're bigger than let's see. I have a Kaweco here. Let's see. There's a Kaweco. So they're bigger than that. Let's see. Here's another pen to compare the size against, like a Micron. So it's it's a regular okay size pen. When I first got it, this one, when I opened up the package, I was like, what is this tiny little child size pen that I just spent all this money on? But it's actually a very nice size after I've opened and gotten used to it, and fits very well in my hand. Plenty of room, very light pen, but it's plastic, so I mean, to be expected. You can post, but I don't. One, because I worry about little scuffs, even though I'm sure there wouldn't be any. But anyhow, I don't. But it's, you know, I have pretty small hands, and this fits well in my hand. There's no ink in here, so I can't write for you. But anyhow, this was my first sailor, and again, pretty jellyfish designs on here. So I love it. Let's see, let's get these out of the way so they're not distracting. Let's look at, what was my second sailor? I think it was this one. This was the second one that I bought. And this is a full-size Sailor Pro Gear. So you can see the difference in the Pro Gear and the Pro Gear Slim. The Pro Gear is slightly larger. I think if I were like just browsing in a store and I saw this pen, I would like say that's like a normal size pen, like what I would think of for, let's see, I have normal size pens here, so I'm just, you know, kind of, these are long actually. Anyhow, these to me are a normal size pen, which is why when I first saw this and saw how small it was, I was like, what is this teeny tiny little little pen? So the Pro Gear feels more like a normal size to me of what I'm used to as an American. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but anyhow, that's how I feel about this pen, or this size of pen. There is also the King of Pens. I do not have a King of Pens. Probably won't unless someone wants to buy one for me. Because again, the pricing is just kind of out of control. I can't remember if I said or not, the jellyfish I have, that one has a medium fine point. This one is the second one that I bought. This is the Sapporo Snow Festival design. And you can, the top has just a regular little anchor logo, white and silver trim, and this pretty light blue that's got a very very muted sparkle to it, and then the white, which also has a very muted sparkle to it, and just a plain white finial. This pen is an extra fine, and this one being a Pro Gear standard model has, I think, oh gosh, I should know this. Pretty sure these ones have an 18 karat gold nib. The Pro Gear Slim mostly have a 14 karat gold. There have been a couple random special ones that they've released that they've put a higher karat gold nib on, but generally the Pro Gear Slim have a 14 karat, and the Pro Gear Standards have an 18 karat. This one doesn't have any special design on it or anything, just the regular Sailor. But this one, the coloring, colorway, pattern, whatever, was a limited release. I mean, you can still get them. It's not like there were only like 6 of them or anything, but it was a limited release of Sapporo Snow Festival. That's what this one is. And then my third one that I bought, I think was this one. I think I got this before I got this one. This is another Pro Gear standard size. This colorway design is called Sunlight from the Ocean Floor. And it's supposed to essentially replicate if you're at the ocean floor, like how it looks if you're looking up from the bottom. The finial has the anchor, and it's pretty kind of, I don't know how to describe, sort of a aqua blue color. And then the white with, again, this has a very, very muted little sparkles in it. The dark blue has a bit more sparkles, more visible. And then the end cap here is the same aqua color that was up here on the top finial. This one is an extra fine also. For this pen writes fine. I want to be clear about that. But for some reason, the Sapporo Snow writes just a little bit better for me. This one writes perfectly fine. And if I didn't have that one, I would be like, oh my gosh, this pen is so amazing. Because it is. But the two, when I write with both of them, the Sapporo Snow is just a little bit, gosh, I don't even know how to say this, because I like writing. Sailors are like my favorite pens, and I like writing with them. I like the tiny little points on the nibs. I like the feedback. And this one gives, it's not even more feedback. It's just a little less smooth, but it's not scratchy. It's just not as smooth as this one is. Gives the same bit of feedback, you know, writing the typical sailor as you would expect from an extra fine. But between the two, the Sapporo Snow writes just a little bit smoother. Let's see, I'm trying to get these out of the way and they keep getting into it. The next one that I bought, I'm pretty sure was this one. This is another Pro Gear Slim, and this is another collaboration with Sailor X Plus. And this design is, I think it's pronounced Yumioi. Not 100% sure. I did an unboxing when I got this pen too, so it's, you definitely, if you've watched my videos, you've seen this one. The top finial on this has a cute little moon and star. This whole thing is kind of like, I don't want to confuse it, because there's another release that they have that is Dreaming something. I can't remember what the actual name of that one is, but the whole mood with this one is kind of a nighttime cozy snuggle dreamlike state. So the top is, it's like a blue, dark blue. I don't know. I mean, maybe a little violet-y, but to me it's more blue than anything. And it's got these pretty like fallen stars pattern on it. And then the bottom is this, I can't tell if it looks more pink or how it's coming off on the camera, but I would call this like, I don't know, a pinky lavender. To me, it's more lavender than pink, but other people might see it differently. But anyhow, again, the little muted sparkles through here. So it's not like, definitely not bedazzled, shiny or anything like that. Just a little bit of sparkle in it that just gives it a little bit of character. This one is an extra fine. Is this an extra fine? Yeah, this is also an extra fine. Again, I love my extra fines, and I love writing with the sailors because they're little nibs are just delightful to me. Okay, two left. This one is I just did an unboxing on this not too long ago. I only got this a couple weeks ago. This is a collab, well, kind of a collab. It's a Nagasawa pen, but Sailor makes the pens for Nagasawa. So that's what this is. This design or this colorway is called Rocko. It's Rokko. Island Sky, which is the colorway. This has on the finial the Kobe / Nagasawa ink bottle design, because they produce inks. Nothing on the bottom. This is just really just a plain old solid colored pen. It's more light blue than periwinkle. It kind of looks like to me on the camera it's coming off as a bit periwinkle, and it's more light blue than that. But anyhow, the this one is a fine nib. I did not get the extra fine on this. I got a regular fine, because everything else I had was an extra fine except for the jellyfish, which was a medium fine. So I'm going to try a regular fine, and I fell in love with it. I love the way this pen writes. So that kind of set my standard for what I like with the Sailor for maybe more comfortable long writing. I could do long writing absolutely with the regular standard Pro Gears extra fine, no problem at all. Especially the Sapporo Snow that has such a smooth writing experience. But this one, when I put pen to paper and I started writing with it, I was like, wow, this is an amazing writing experience. So that's what this one is. And then my final Sailor is, I should have mentioned this earlier. Like the Sapporo Snow, I think was, I can't remember if this is part of a like series or not. I honestly do not know on this one. But the Sunlight from the Ocean Floor, this is part of a series, and it's ocean themed. There's a sunrise over the ocean one, and I can't remember what the others are. But I think there's 4 of them. And what I've noticed with Sailor is that they tend to do things in 4s. Oftentimes around holiday or seasons. So this is one of the newest releases. This is from I'm probably going to pronounce this incorrectly, but the Waka, Waka, Waka Poetry is what this line is. We'll look at the details of it here in a second, but anyhow, the top is kind of a lavender color. It's more lavender than some of the others, but almost maybe kind of a, I don't know, it's very light purple, I guess. The cap has, the finial has the Sailor anchor, but the body on this pen is what makes it special. You can see there is design on here and Japanese writing. So this is a poem. There are 4 pens in this series, 1 for each season. And this one, surprisingly enough, with these colors, you might think that it's maybe winter, but this is the summer pen. And if you give me just 1 second, I will pull up what the poem says. Okay, so it's in Japanese script, and it says, "As I gaze at the stars shining in the sky before dawn on a summer night, each star fills me with a sense of nostalgia. So that's roughly what this says on here. I got the translation off of one of the retailer's websites. So I did not translate it. I do not read Japanese. But anyhow, I liked it. I like the colors, and I love the design on it. What I don't like is you can see, like, there's a line here and here. Let me tip it to the side a little bit so the reflection goes off. Like where the design didn't make it the whole way around. That annoys me. Especially for what I paid for this pen. I'm also not sure how, how sturdy this, this design is on here. Like it's definitely printed on, as you can tell, because the print didn't make it the whole way around. And that's not a fault, like with this individual pen. I'm pretty sure they're all like this. But what I'm more, I guess, concerned with is any of this going to rub off with use? I'm definitely not capping it because I don't want to risk, scuffing it or scratching anything off. And again, I don't need to with this pen. These are very comfortable for me to hold without being posted. But I'm just not sure how durable the design is, and I don't want to not use it because I'm afraid of anything happening to it, because I bought it to use. But at the same time, I don't want to use it. I don't want to risk damaging it. So I don't know, I'm having a little bit of mixed feelings on the durability of this. I don't think I have to worry too much about it rubbing off with like regular use for writing, but I definitely will not be posting it. And when I hold it as if I were writing with it, at least the way I currently am, there's not really anything over here where my hand rests, so nothing really to rub off there. So I don't know. Anyhow, but I just bought this not even a week ago. I was in Chicago for work, and I went to Atlas Stationers, and I needed to have another pen that I bought from them fixed, and I saw that they had this one, and I've been looking at this pen for quite a while, but most of the retailers that I had been looking at didn't have the fine any longer. They only had the medium fine or medium, and I suppose I could have gotten one of them, but I already know because of this Nagasawa that the fine is like ideal for me to write with. So when I saw that they had this, I asked, I was like, do you have this in a fine? And they did. And I was like, oh, I was not planning to spend $400 on a pen today, but here I am. And I bought it. But I don't have any regrets. It's an amazing, beautiful, nice pen. And I do have some ink in here, because I had to buy some ink also because I was there, and had to get ink. So yeah, this one is just the fine point is just absolutely delightful for me. I mean, it's just nice. So nice to write with. Again, this is Summer. 14 karat gold. Fine nib. And just writes like a dream. Like no nothing wrong with this. So was it expensive? Yes. Were they all expensive? Yes. I did get deals on a couple of them, but I don't care because I wanted it. And I also actually, this coming weekend, I was planning to travel to Atlanta, to the Atlanta Pen Show, but I'd kind of been on the fence about going. I bought my ticket, but it was only $10. But I was going to have to drive there and get a hotel and all that before I even bought anything at the pen show. So I decided now I am not going to go to the pen show. What I spent just on hotel and gas is here, this little piece of plastic in my hand. But ultimately it probably saved me because I would spend more than that at the pen show. I'm almost positive. But anyhow, so that's pretty much my Sailor, well, not pretty much, that is my entire Sailor collection. Not all of these have ink in them, but a few of them do. I think, is this an extra? I'm pretty sure it's an extra fine. The Nagasawa. Rocco. Island Sky. Fine Point. And the Jellyfish does not have any ink. Oh, I lied. It does. How about that? I didn't think it had any ink in it. Maybe it doesn't have much. Jellyfish. Oh, wait, so it's Sailor X Plus. This is a medium fine. This pen writes really nice also. The medium fine is excellent to write with. I probably, if I wasn't so stubborn, might say that it's close to perfect for me also, because it is, but the fine I like better. This is just, I mean, it's a Japanese thing, so I should not even be splitting hairs over this, because even as a medium fine, this is not a thick, a thick line in any anybody's stretch of the imagination. But I feel like I need to stick to my guns and say that Sailor Fine and Extra Fine are my favorite nibs, even though the medium fine is not all that different from it. Let's see if this has ink in it. If it does, it's a lighter ink. It's this, nothing in here. And when I was trying this one out, was when I first got it with the ink that comes with it, because it's the same as the Jellyfish one. It came with the ink. I think I forgot to mention that, and a notebook. And the ink for this one is very light. It's pinky, I don't know, kind of this color-ish. So it's not very, I suppose you can write with it, but it's not very dark. So I didn't put a lot of ink into it when I was testing it. I just wanted to see what the color was. So I knew something didn't have ink in it, but surprised by the rest of them. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, if you can see, there's honestly very little measurable difference in the fine and the medium fine. The extra fine, I think, is, I can definitely tell a difference in this from the medium fine, but the regular fine, I don't know. I mean, it's all marginal. I don't have one of those line measurement things to say what the difference is, but I mean, it's such a little amount of difference. But I can tell. I can tell, what they are when I'm writing with them. So anyhow, that's, I did my pelicans, and now I've done my sailors. And this, again, will probably be my only sailor video, I'm guessing, because I don't have any plans to buy any others right now. There are a few older ones that I would like to get, but they're, like, I would have to buy them secondhand or something, which I'm not opposed to doing, but that means I have to put effort into, like, looking for them, and that just sounds like that's just more work than I need to do for a pen. And like I said, I don't expect to ever buy a king of pens, because they're a bazillion dollars, and they're getting ready to do the price increases, like 50%, 50 to 100% increases. They're also, I'm not going to get into it here because I can't remember the fine details of it, but they're actually doing away with the Pro Gear Slim model except for special releases. So there won't be, like, just a regular Pro Gear Slim of, like, this series anymore. They will still release them, but only for, like, special collabs and things like that. And the Pro Gear, they're doing some changing with the gold composition of the nibs too. And I think yeah, I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to get it wrong. They're doing some changes anyhow between the 21 and the 18 and the 14 karat. I think basically the 14 karat is just not going to exist anymore. Even with the special releases, they'll have the 18 karat, I think. Might be wrong on that, so don't quote me. Regardless, the whole point is gold is expensive, and pens are expensive, and I don't have plans in the foreseeable future to buy any more sailors, and that's okay, because excuse me, because I love the ones that I have. They all write very, very nicely. I've got a nice array of extra fine, and the medium fine, so I pretty much have everything that I need. I would not ever put a heavy sheening or sparkle ink in any of these anyhow, just even though I can clean them out easily enough. I just don't want to ever risk putting anything into that would damage or clog up the feeds or anything like that. These pens cost too much. I'm not going to risk damaging them. So those are my sailors. As I said, I've already done my pelicans a few weeks ago. I don't have from, like, other brands. I mean, I only have a couple Pilot, and I have several Leonardos that I can do. I have a bunch of Lamy, but Lamy's, you see one Safari or All-Star, you've kind of seen them all. So anyhow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do any more, like, collections of my pens. I think maybe next I'll just do an overview video of everything that I have. And you can see that I run the gamut from my $800 Pelikan M805 to, I have some fountain pens that I paid $3 for. And let me tell you what, those $3 pens write amazing. They write so good that, yeah. So do not judge a pen by its price tag. That is for sure. There is some of you get what you pay for with nib quality, with pens like these or whatever. This Kaweco, just separately, this has a very nice nib on it. as opposed to the other. I had one other Kaweco, and I had to return it because I hated it. It was terrible. Cheap nib. But anyhow, okay, so this is this is my sailor collection, and I will stop going off on tangents now because I'm very tired. But I hope you enjoyed looking at these and learning a little bit about more of my collection. Also, I think one of the next things I might really focus on doing is ink swatching videos, because I just got a bunch more inks. Yes, they are all shades of dark blue. And it's almost going to be comical to just see how many various shades of dark blue I have. So anyhow, I might start doing that before I do any more pen overviews or pen brand or model overviews or anything. So yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for watching my video and enjoying learning about my pens with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.